Library Storytime. So glad you could join me today. Hope you're having a great summer, and I know you're doing a great job on your summer reading. Remember, it's 30 hours, and when you complete that, you can bring it in to get your free book, get a cute little stuffed animal, and some other wonderful prizes. So keep up the great work, and I know you're having a great summer. Well, that's our theme for this week is summer. It's hot outside. You know, when you go outside and it's so hot, remember, put on sunscreen because that's important. And also protect your head because the sun glaring on your face is hard on you to see. And that's why our craft will be a sun visor. And so you'll come in and get a plain visor, and I'm going to include stickers, some jewels, and you can decorate your sun visor. And that way, when you go out on a hot summer day, you can, and it'll have a strap where it'll just fit right on your head, and you will have a shade all the time. It's always good to have a hat when you go out into the sun. And so that's what we're going to make is sun visors. So very good. It's a fun craft to make on a hot summer day. Well, summertime is a great time for reading. It's a great time for swimming. It's a great time to ride bikes. I have a bike and I love to ride my bike. Do you like to ride your bike? Well, this is a story of a duck that always wanted to ride a bike. And it's by David Shannon called Duck on a Bike. Can you imagine a duck riding a bike? But riding bikes, great fun. I love to ride a bike. Remember to wear your helmet when you're riding your bike. I wear my helmet too. Here's Duck, and he's looking at that shiny red bicycle. Oh, how much fun would that be to ride? Duck on a Bike by David Shannon. One day, down on the farm, Duck got on a bike. I would like to ride a bike, he thought. I've always wanted to. So he got on the bike. Now remember, when you first start learning to ride a bike, you're wibbly wobbly. He wobbled over to where the boy had parked the bike. He climbed on and he began to ride. First, he rode very slowly and he wobbled a lot, but it was fun. He walked, because when you ride a bike, you have to keep your balance. And so he wobbled, and then pretty soon he got it. He was riding his bike. Duck rode past Cow and waved to her. "Hello, Cow," said Duck. "Moo," said Cow, but what she really thought was, a duck on a bike? Now that's the silliest thing I've ever seen. That's what the cow thought. It is kind of silly, right? Then Duck rode past Sheep. "Hello, Sheep," said Duck. "Ah," said Sheep. But what Sheep really thought was, he's going to hurt himself if he's not careful. Riding that bike, you have to be careful. Riding a bike, sometimes you fall, but you get back up, try again. Duck was riding better now. He rode past Dog. "Hello, Dog," said Duck. "Woof, woof," said Dog, but what he thought was, that's a mighty neat trick. Woof, woof. Then Duck rode past Cat. "Hello, Cat," said Duck. "Meow." But what she thought was, meow, I wouldn't waste my time riding a bike, because you know cats like to take lots of naps. Cat said, "I wouldn't waste my time riding a bike." Duck paddled a little faster. He rode past Horse. "Hello, Horse," said Duck. "Nay," said Horse, but what Horse really thought was, you're still not as fast as me, Duck. Nay. Duck rang his bell as he rode past Chicken. "Hello, Chicken," said Duck. "Cluck, cluck," said Chicken, but what she thought was, "Watch where you're going, Duck." Cluck, cluck, cluck. Then Duck rode past Goat. "Hello, Goat," said Duck. "Meh," said Goat, but what he thought was, "I'd like to eat that bike." Duck stood on the seat and rode past Pig and Pig. "Hello, Pig," said Duck. "Oink, oink," said Pig and Pig, but what they thought was, "Oink, oink, Duck's such a show-off. Oink, oink. Looky there, he's standing on one of his legs. How about that?" And the pig said, "Oink, oink, such a show-off." Then Duck rode no hands past Mouse. "Hello, Mouse," said Duck. "Squeak," said Mouse, but what Mouse thought was, "Squeak, squeak, I wish I could ride a bike just like Duck. Squeak, squeak, look, no hands." "Very good, that's quite a trick, Duck." Suddenly, a whole bunch of kids came down the road on bikes. They were in such a hurry that they didn't see Duck. They parked their bikes by the house and went inside. Oh, that's a lot of kids on bikes, and they went inside, and look, what do you think that all the animals are thinking? Look closely at their expression. Oh, maybe there's a bike for everyone. What do you think? So now all the animals had bikes. You're right. They all had bikes. They rode around and around the barnyard. "This is fun," they all said. "This is great. Good idea, Duck." They all had a bike. Look at them all riding their bikes. Then, when they were all done, they put the bikes back by the house, and no one knew that on that afternoon there had been a cow, a sheep, a dog, a cat, a horse, a chicken, a goat, 2 pigs, a mouse, and a duck on a bike. No one knew. The end. But look what Duck's looking at now. It's a tractor. And if you come to the library, you can check out Duck on a Bike. And guess what? Now there's Duck on a Tractor. You can check that out too. And they're both by David Shannon. And that's Duck on a Bike. Very, very good. Well, we said summertime is a great time for riding bikes. And a great time for swimming because it's hot, so it's a good way to cool off. And so our next book is called Splash Splash by Jeff Shepard, and I have some puppets to help us with this story. Splash Splash. Oh, the water feels so good on a hot summer day. Splash Splash by Jeff Shepard. Let's get our bee looky right here. Bzzz, there's a bee. A bee fell in the water. He went buzz, splash, buzz. When a bee falls in the water, well, that's what a bee does. Bee says buzz, splash, buzz, splash, buzz, splash, bzzz, splash. What's next? Oh, let's see what's next. A mouse fell in the water, and much to his surprise, he got water in his ears. He got water in his eyes. Mouse says, "Squeak, splash, squeak, splash, squeak, splash." Oh, he's got water in his ears and water in his eyes, and he goes squeak, splash, squeak, splash, squeak, splash. Let's see who's next. Well, let me bring it up, and you will see What is next? Oh, it's our cute little friend Pig. A pig fell in the water as he dreamed of eating cake. Oink, oink. He was about to have a bite when he fell into the lake. Splash! And Pig says, oink, splash, oink, splash, oink, splash. Woo! Oh, that was a pig. Oink, oink. He fell in the water. What animal will be next? Oh, let's take a look here. It's some animal that goes, arf, 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 arf. That's right. A dog fell in the water. Do you know what he did then? Why, he liked it so much that he fell back in again because dogs like water. Well, not all dogs, but a lot of dogs like water. Arf, arf, arf. And dog says, ruff, splash, ruff, splash, ruff, splash, ruff, ruff, ruff. This dog liked water. Not all dogs care for water, but that little retrievers do, and some dogs. Oh, let's see what's next. You're right. What is that? Something that goes moo, moo. That's right. A cow fell in the water. She looked quite grim. You see, cows like to wade in the water, but they don't like to swim. Cow says, moo splash, moo splash, moo splash. Very good. That's a cow. Well, what's next? Something that goes quack, 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 quack. You're right. A duck fell in the water, and ducks understand that paddling in the water sure beats waddling on the land. And duck went quack, splash, quack, splash, quack, splash, quack, quack, quack. Yes, ducks like water. Absolutely. What could be our... Oh, this animal does not like water. Something goes meow, meow. What could that be? Meow, meow. You're right. Meow, meow. A cat fell in the water. She wasn't pleased at all. Cats don't like water, do they? When cats fall in the water, they look very, very small because their fur gets all wet, and cat says, meow, splash, meow, splash, meow, splash, meow. Cats don't like water, do they? Oh, but our next animal loves water. Something that goes ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. What could that be? They love the water. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. You're right. A frog fell in the water with his flappy, froggy feet. Splashing in the water can be oh so very sweet. Frog says, ribbit, splash, ribbit, splash, ribbit, splash. Oh, yes, frog loves the water. So diving and swimming, wading and playing. See if you can hear what the animals are saying. And that bee goes bzzz. And that's splash, splash. And I hope you get to splash, splash very soon. Very good. Well, that was fun. Our very last story today is going to be, let me get the flannel up, from this flannel board. Now, this story that I'm going to tell you is in honor of our very dear Miss Jane Johnston. She did all of the artwork to create this flannel, and she wrote the words. She was a master at storytelling. And this is in honor of Miss Jane. It's called A Hunting We Will Go. One day, here's Molly. One day, Molly and Matthew decided to go into the woods to see if they could find some of their friends. Matthew had his net. Now he wasn't going to hurt anything. He just